Hi guys, you know what time it is for me. Of course, it is time for my Diet Coke break, and today I thought I would go ahead and do my monthly favorites. Now the reason I'm not calling this April favorites is because I have not actually done a favorites video since November, I think, of last year. Just because of some updates and just, you know, my life got a little more hectic, a little more crowded, and I just haven't done one. I don't really have another excuse. So I just figured that we would move forward. We would not go backwards. So the things I'm going to show you today are things that I have been loving currently in the year so far, 2016. So let me just go ahead and show you guys the things that I have. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about is a couple of application tools, a couple of brushes. So the first thing that I have here, it might seem kind of odd to you guys, but these are the Detox It Out charcoal swabs. These I got from Sephora. They come in like this little plastic tube, and there are, how many are in here? There's 30 in here, and I think that they were $3. So they come in a pretty sturdy plastic container, and instead of being just like regular Q-tips, these are actually charcoal little, I guess there's like charcoal in the fibers of these. So you can see here there's two ends, just like a regular Q-tip. I mean, I guess you could use them for your ears, but I wouldn't suggest it, not at $3 for 30, which in theory is really not a bad price, because these are actually to help remove, you know, like smudges. You get mascara above, you know, your eye, on your eyelid, underneath here. If you just have little things that are kind of harder to get to, these are great for that. And you can reuse these over and over. I mean, if you just have a little tiny smudge and you close, you know, all you have to do is barely rub this over it, and those charcoal fibers just take anything off. It doesn't matter how big the smudge is, how small it is. It takes it off really, really easily. You barely have to press or swipe. You don't have to dig and, you know, smear it around. So you can reuse these, you know, quite a bit, actually, both ends. I like these as a kind of been a lifesaver, especially when I'm wearing like a lighter colored eyeshadow. I'm going to hit my mascara wand somehow up there. I always do it. And these are just perfect for getting those off. So got these at Sephora. I'll link everything below to you in case you guys are interested. So the next thing that has really helped save my makeup and my face over, you know, the course of the past several months are oil blotting sheets. Now these are the ones from Boscia. They're the black charcoal blotting papers. So they look like this here on the front, and then when you open them up, the actual sheets look like this here. I have about 3 or 4 other little packets of oil blotting sheets. They're not all Boscia, but right now these and the NYX ones, I think, are my current favorites, and the ones that have been for several months. But I keep one in my car, keep one in my desk at work, I keep one in my purse. These are just lifesavers, especially now here where I live, where the humidity is kicking up and we're going into spring and summer. Instead of touching them throughout the day like with the pressed powder, because sometimes that makes my makeup look cakey, it just adds more weight to my face during the day, and I really don't want that. I'll just take one of these 3 or 4 times a day, and I blot everything off, and my face looks fresh again. It looks, you know, has matte sort of look to it again. It gets the shiny oil off, so absolutely love these. The makeup brushes that I have been loving in current months. The most favorite I have probably is this one here from Real Techniques, and this is the Sculpting brush. Please pardon the fact that it's dirty because my brushes need a bath right now. But this brush is just perfect for my bronzer. I don't really contour. I'm not into that whole contour thing much, and to be quite honest, I don't have time to do all that every day, or any day really. But this is just perfect for my bronzer. I swirl it around in there. The bristles are really, really densely packed, and it's just a really nice, good sized brush. It's angled, and it's just like the perfect width. It fits, you know, like right here, like right in that space where your bronzer normally would go. It just fits right there perfectly. You can buff it out. It looks great. I love this brush. Another brush that has been a favorite is a $1 brush from e.l.f. And this is actually the eye crease brush from e.l.f. It's $1 at Walmart or Target, I think. But I don't use this for my crease because, as you can see, it's got a pretty tiny brush size here, and honestly it's a little bit stiff. I think it would hurt, not hurt, but it's too stiff for a crease brush. So what I use it for though is underneath, whenever I'll do like eyeshadow. I don't wear eyeliner, as you guys know. If you've been watching me for a while, I don't wear eyeliner because I'm just not good at it, but I'm really good at taking eyeshadow and smudging it on my upper and under my lower lash line to kind of make it look like I have a little bit of eyeliner on. But that's what this is perfect for because it's super, super dense. The brush is really smaller. It's got kind of a fine point to it, and it's really perfect for going right over or under my lash line. So it's a great brush for $1. Right now into actual makeup really quickly. So one thing that I've really pulled out and started using recent months again, not that I ever put them away, I've just been reaching for them almost on a daily basis, are my ColourPop shadows, and I have quite a few of them, but these in particular I have been using sometimes as an all over lid color on really, really basic days, but the most thing I've been using them for is as a lid primer. So this one here is in the color Tea Party, and I've talked about this before. It's one of my favorites, and as you guys can see, it's almost gone actually. I have actually hit paint on it. This is just a really pretty light pink. It has a light shimmer to it, and I use this whenever I'm using like more pink based shades, and it just looks really pretty underneath. And then this one is in the shade Amaze, and it's kind of like a coppery kind of brownish color, and I've also hit pan on that, which you can see there. But this one I use when I'm using more neutral tan brown, you know, type shades, and it just adds a little extra something on your lid. So those I've really been enjoying for that purpose alone. Then I have a couple of blushes that I've really been liking. This one is from Bare Minerals. This one is in the shade Vintage Peach, and I actually use this one sometimes as a blush, but usually for like a highlighter, as you can see here. And again, this is called Vintage Peach. I'm going to try to swatch it. I don't know how this is going to work, but we're going to see how this comes off here. Okay, yeah, so that's really, really pretty. It's just, you know, a beautiful, soft, you know, mineral blush. Coming off more pink toned here, but it is in fact just kind of a really pretty light peachy color. Has a little bit of shimmer to it. I think it's a really beautiful color, especially for this time of year. Another blush that I've really been enjoying is from Hard Candy. You can get these at Walmart. I think they're about $5 or $6. But this one is in the shade Sunburst, and this is the Glow All the Way Ombre Baked Blushes. So this is, again, the one in Sunburst. So it looks like this here. It's just this really, really beautiful pink. And then, of course, it has a sort of shimmery shade on one side, and then, of course, like your color on the other side. Let's see if I can swatch that one next to that. If I can get it to come off. And the thing is, it's not really a really very dark blush at all. It's a really, really pretty pink. So that is what Sunburst looks like here. It's just a really, really beautiful light pinky shade. And like I said, it has that side of highlighter over here that just, I don't know, it's just really pretty. So that's just a really beautiful kind of light color. I like it. Then also, I have really been enjoying this blush. This is a little sample that I got, and I'm actually thinking of purchasing a full size of this. I got this from Swabs, which I talked about that subscription box service before. I'll put the video below. I'll link it if you guys want to watch it. But this is a sample that I requested from them of the Hourglass Lighting Blush. This one is in Diffused Heat. Now, I have the one in Mood Exposure, which I like, but it's more fall and winter color. This one is in Diffused Heat, and that's what the little pan looks like here. And this one's really pretty. It's just like a corally type shade, I guess. See if I can swatch it down next to this one here. So this is the Hourglass blush right here in Diffused Heat. It's really pretty. So these three blushes here, I have been reaching for more than any others over the past several months. So I really like all three of those. And I'll link those below if you want to check those out. Mascaras that I have been loving in recent months are the CoverGirl Plumpify Blast Pro. I really love this one. I did a video about this. Influencer sent this to me, or I did an Instagram post, which I'll link below also. I love this mascara. It's a really, really great one for plumping up and giving you volume. Then I went back to my Too Faced Better Than Sex, my little sample. This one's really great. It gives me length and volume. Then I had this little tiny cute thing from Bare Minerals. This is the Lash Domination Volumizing Mascara, and it's just in this really tiny little tube. This is one of my favorite mascaras over the past few months actually. And you would not think with a wand this tiny, because it's a very small wand with very, very small teeth, you would think that this is not going to do anything. This gives you a lot of volume. It's the mascara actually that I'm wearing today. And it gives you a lot of volume. It gives you a lot of lift. It gives you a lot of length. It's just a surprising mascara. I really like it. And then I have also still been continuously wearing the Superhero mascara from IT Cosmetics that they sent for me to try out. But I really like it. I've been using that a ton. For concealers under my eyes, my favorite things have been the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Illumination. I talked about this. It came in that kit as well from IT Cosmetics. Now, this is very thick. You have to be very careful with this. It takes the teeniest amount. You need to rub it between your fingers a little bit before you actually apply it, because if you don't, it's too thick. It's hard to blend out, but if you do it the right way, it works really good at covering dark circles and illuminating. For a cheaper alternative that I like just as well is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, and this is the brightening shade. As you guys can see, I've used, I don't know, quite a bit of this up, but I really like this one too, and it is not as hard to blend, it's not as thick, but they both give good, great coverage, and they both accomplish the same thing for me anyway. For a foundation type product that I've been loving, it is the Arborian Korean Skin Therapy BB Cream. This is the Baby Skin Effect Makeup Care Face Cream 5-in-1, has broad spectrum SPF 20. I love this stuff. I got the shade Claire. That is what this looks like. Makeup by Tiffany D was raving about this in some recent videos, and I really wanted to try something different. Now, you guys know I love my IT CC cream. I'm super loyal to that, and that's not going to change, but this somehow has really great coverage too. It's what I'm wearing today for my foundation. This is in the shade Claire. There is one shade darker that they have. I got this on the Sephora website, but this for a BB cream is surprisingly a whole lot like a foundation. I like it. It's a little bit lighter than that CC cream is, like in texture, like it doesn't feel quite as heavy on my face, and that's really good for spring and summer here. It also has the SPF in it, which I really like. So, I mean, I've really been loving it. It's just like a smooth finish. It's just, I don't know, it's just a good one. You guys check this out if you're looking for something a little bit different to use. Then the lip glosses that I have been loving, I do not have a lipstick, which, you know, you guys won't be surprised about that because I'm not a huge lipstick person, but lip glosses that I've been reaching for on a constant basis, it seems like. I have 3 of my Rimmel Stay Glossy glosses that I have been reaching for more than I've been reaching for these shades more than others lately, because I think I have like 15 of them, which is a little crazy, but I just like them. This one here, this is in this shade All Night Long. It's just this really, really beautiful, kind of the color of my shirt. Then I have this one here in Immortal Charm. It is more of just a pinky brown. Again, a very beautiful wearable color over anything, or even just on its own. Any of these would be good for those 2 things. And then this one is in Captivate Me, and it is more of your kind of actual pinky color. They all have a little bit of glitter, but not like, you know, major glitter, just a really pretty shine. They're great. I get them at the drugstore. They come in a ton of colors. But this is something I've been using to set underneath my eyes. I forgot that I had it. It was in the back of the drawer. This is in Pink Buttercream, and this is just the Pearl Matte Face Powder. So I don't use this all over my face because, if I can get it open, I don't use this all over my face because it would be too light, too kind of pinky toned, but that's what this looks like here. And when you swirl all of these colors together, it just makes this really, really beautiful finish. A little bit like light pink toned. It's just really pretty under my eyes. I really like it. I think it's absolutely great, absolutely beautiful. And actually, I forgot to show you guys this brush so I can show you how I use it. It was hiding in my box. This is my other brush that I've really been loving from Real Techniques. This is the contour brush. I love the head on this. It's really, really soft, really kind of densely packed, but at the same time, it gives really well. This I use for setting underneath my eyes every single day. So, like, for instance, I can just show you guys now. So, I just get a little bit of, whatever my setting powder is, and I just lightly go underneath my eyes, like that with this brush. And I just set underneath. And this powder just gives a really nice kind of shimmery, a little bit down my nose. It just gives a really nice, bright, effect under your eyes. It's just a great under eye setting powder. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope it was a little bit helpful and maybe you found some stuff here that maybe you want to go try out. If you have questions or if you want further information, just leave me a comment below. I'll be more than happy to answer anything that you have. Have a really, really terrific day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.